Hello, I'm Ron Christopher Jones, and welcome to Funding Julia. Funding Julia is a project created to first disappear the financial burden of neuroblastoma on the parents of 8-year-old Julia Davidson. About 2 years ago, on April 1st, 2015, Julia was diagnosed with stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma. She had a tumor that was pressing on her spine, another one in her lower back, and cancer was in various places throughout her body. Through multiple surgeries, chemotherapy, and other cancer treatments, both in San Diego and Los Angeles, today, Julia has no evidence of disease. She still has a long road ahead with immunotherapy and other treatments to make sure that the cancer doesn't reoccur. Who is Julia Davidson? Well, I have the privilege of knowing her, and I did an interview with her last week so that you'll get to know her too. Her smile, her spirit, and her energy are infectious. Here's a portion of that video, and then we'll come back and let you know what we have in store for the coming months. Hi, welcome to Funding Julia. I have the distinct pleasure to introduce to you the namesake, Miss Julia Davidson.
Hello.
All right, so Julia, how old are you?
8.
8 years old? All right, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to sing, I like to dance, and I like to draw.
You like to sing, dance, and draw. All right, what type of stuff do you sing?
Old-time jazz.
Old-time jazz? How do you sing old-time jazz? You're 8 years old. You just can? Yeah. Now, recently you got to sing for somebody famous. Do you remember who that was?
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. So she came by and did. Where was this?
At the hospital.
So you were getting treatment,
Yeah.
and she came by the hospital,
Yeah.
and she walked in, and you said, "Let me sing." No, that's not how it happened. How'd it happen?
She walked in, I didn't even know who she was. And then my mom said, "She's Miley Cyrus." And then I said, and then I sang to her, and I made her cry.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you remember what you sang?
The Rainbow Connection.
All right. So you have been really doing a great job of beating up on cancer. Do you remember what happened that got you to the hospital to get diagnosed?
Well, I had back pain under my shoulder blades, and it really, really hurt. And then after a few days later, we didn't know what was wrong, but I lost a little bit of strength of my left leg.
Oh, okay.
And then I was holding onto furniture. I couldn't skip. I could only gallop.
No skipping, just galloping? Okay.
And then my mom really thought, okay, there's something wrong.
Yeah, because you were quite the skipper before that.
Yes.
And now you're only a galloper.
No, now I could skip.
Oh, now you can skip, but then you can only gallop. Okay, so you went to the hospital.
And I ended up having a tumor,
Oh, okay.
compressing my spinal cord.
So did they wait a while to do an operation on that?
Nope.
It happened like the next day?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. And then you started treatment. So you've been in
Yeah.
treatment for almost two years since that diagnosis. And how's that been going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? All right. Have you been kicking cancer's butt? So your last scan, how did that turn out?
Good.
Good. There's no evidence of disease. All right, that's fantastic. So are you done with treatment, or are you still doing stuff?
Well, I don't have to stay there for a week anymore,
Uh-huh.
but I still have to go there for labs.
Okay, cool. And then you recently went to New York. What was that about?
I had to go to Children's Hospital.
In New York? Okay, and you're doing like some preventative stuff to make sure that the cancer doesn't come back,
Yeah.
right? Well, that's awesome. That's so awesome that your parents are making sure that you get all the best treatment. And they're doing a good job. And you guys are really coming close as a family because of that, huh? So one of my favorite, I quote you a lot. I don't know if you know that. And I've had some adult friends of mine that, were dealing with cancer. And I would always tell them things that you have said to me
during your course. Now, one of the things that I really liked that you said was the time when we were at the zoo and we were going to see your dad play guitar at the zoo. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And we were walking and some music started playing. And I looked down at you and you started dancing a little bit. And I said, Julia, you feeling it a little bit? Do you remember what you said?
Whenever I hear music, I just want to dance.
Is that true? Fantastic. Now, the other thing that was really cool about this day for me was that we went and saw your dad and he was jamming out. We were all having a great time. And then I asked your mom, I was like, hey, can you guys come over this weekend? And they said that you couldn't because you were actually going in for treatment the next day. Now, most adults, if they were going into treatment on a Friday, would be home in bed from Monday on. But you were out having a good time the day before. So, I mean, you are a testament of living life and having fun when you're having fun and then dealing with cancer when you're dealing with cancer. And I want to tell you that I admire that about you. And I share that with adults, and it helps them get through what they're dealing with.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Miss Julia Davidson.
I want to thank you so much for your time and your generous contributions. Every little bit helps. Over the next couple of months, we'll have more videos with more from that interview. We're also going to do an interview with their parents, Todd and Jessica Davidson, where they get to share how they powerfully chose to give Julia every advantage to beat this disease. Once again, I'm Ron Christopher Jones. Thank you so much for your generosity and your partnership.